bitches, no distractions. Y'all niggas be acting, I don't talk about it.
So Stephen A. Smith just said on First Take that Kawhi Leonard is the worst superstar in the history of the NBA. Once again, man, Stephen A. Smith proves that he's an idiot. Once again, Stephen A. Smith, who is a black man, is publicly attacking another black man and trying to destroy another black man's image and reputation. The same thing he did to Kyrie Irving 2-3 years ago, who he just gave a fake ass apology to on the Stephen A. Smith podcast. Same thing he did to Russell Westbrook, where he said Russell Westbrook should have been suspended in the series with the Clippers and the Mavericks. Stephen A. Smith, bro, you are by far, like, you want to talk about the worst superstar. You are the worst sports analyst in the history of sports. Like, you're the worst, bro. Like, number one, you're a coon. Number two, like, you literally say things not because you think it's true. You say things to piss people off that you know people don't want to hear. And like, bro, you just say whatever. You just talk out of your ass. It's like you talk and you don't think. Because you don't like Kawhi Leonard personally, like, you want to go out there and just say something that's not true because you have a huge dislike towards him. The same way that you was attacking Kyrie Irving for not getting vaccinated, but you just praise Aaron Rodgers for not getting vaccinated. You pick and choose who you want to go at. And you're always choosing you're a black man, right? You're always choosing other black men to destroy their image and their reputation. You always do this, bro. So with that being said, let's dive into it, right? Kawhi Leonard is a two-time NBA champion. He won the championship in 2014 with the San Antonio Spurs, where he literally locked LeBron James down from scoring. Then he won another championship in Toronto. I believe, what was that, 2018 or 19? He won a championship in Toronto against the Golden State Warriors. So this guy's a two-time NBA champion. And on those two teams where he was the NBA champion, he played a huge impact on defense and on offense. Kawhi Leonard at one point in time was the best two-way player in the NBA, where he can play defense and he can dominate on offense. He can get to the rim at will. He can dunk on you. Great free throw shooter. Great three-point shooter. Great mid-range shooter. Great post-up shooter. And he can lock down the best player on the opposite team. And you're saying that this man is the worst superstar in the history of the NBA. Stephen A. Smith, I can name a bunch of players that were superstars that aren't better than Kawhi Leonard. They haven't accomplished what Kawhi Leonard has accomplished. Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Allen Iverson, Carmelo Anthony, Gilbert Arenas. Like, bro, I can name a bunch of players that was at a superstar level as far as talent, scoring, and impact on their teams that didn't win not one championship. Charles Barkley. These guys didn't do what Kawhi Leonard has done. Kawhi Leonard has had a bunch of injuries. You could say he's the most injured superstar of all time, right? He tends to have the same injury every year around the same time. But because the man is getting injured, that doesn't take away from his talent. It doesn't take away from what he's done. It doesn't take away from him winning 2 championships. That doesn't take away from him being a superstar. If he's injured, he can't play. Stephen A. Smith, what do you want him to do? You want him to go out there and play injured and suffer a permanent injury where he can't play at all? What do you want the man to do? I think he tried everything in his power to play. He came back in a series against Dallas and he wasn't even healthy and he looked horrible. Couldn't score, couldn't play defense, looked like a shell of himself. And he couldn't finish the series. He tried. The year before, he had some type of weird injury where he left the game. Now, me personally, I don't think Kawhi was injured last year. For those that don't know, Kawhi Leonard's sister actually got sentenced to prison because she apparently she killed somebody. And I think that Kawhi was grieving over that, over his sister being sentenced to prison. And I think that he just wasn't emotionally stable enough to play. But apparently he had a hamstring injury last year, but nobody could see anything was wrong with him. But I understand. I get it. Kawhi has not been healthy for the Clippers. But instead of attacking Kawhi Leonard, why don't you attack the Clippers? Because at the end of the day, the Clippers are the one that keeps giving this guy contract extensions. If I was the Clippers, I would have traded Kawhi Leonard 3 years ago. He's damaged goods. His body is not built for the NBA anymore. In my opinion, Kawhi Leonard should be retired right now. His legacy is already set. But if he keeps playing and the team keeps giving him contracts when he keeps getting injured every year after year after year after year, then I'm not going to sit here and attack the player. I got to attack the team. You know what I'm saying? I got to attack the team at that point. And Kawhi Leonard is not the first superstar that we've seen have injuries. Tracy McGrady's career was cut short because of injuries. He kept having injuries with his knee, his back, and his shoulder. That's why Tracy McGrady left the league in his early 30s. You understand what I'm saying? Brandon Roy, his career was stopped short because of injuries. Took some years off, came back, wasn't the same, had to hang it up. Derrick Rose, career, he still plays now, but I mean, he hasn't been at a superstar level in years, probably since he left Chicago the first time because of injuries. These players I just named, Brandon Roy, Derrick Rose, these guys don't have NBA championships. These guys didn't lead their teams to championships. And you're telling me Kawhi Leonard is the worst superstar ever. How dare you, bro? Greg Oden is another player. Went number one in the draft. And never won a championship. He only played in the league for like 2 years. I think he played 2 years in Portland and 1 year in Miami, and he was done. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Bynum. I don't remember if Andrew Bynum won a championship. I don't think he did, but he could have won one or two. Somebody let me know in the comment section. But Andrew Bynum's career was cut short because of injuries. He played at a superstar level. He retired early. So Stephen A. Smith, stop talking out of your fucking ass, bro. I get it. Anybody that's a fan of Kawhi Leonard, anybody that likes the Clippers and you want to see Kawhi really compete, we're all tired, bro. Chris Paul is another one. Chris Paul has had injuries damn near his whole career. He doesn't have any championships. He doesn't even have one. He went to the finals one time and couldn't even play in the finals. He got injured. So Stephen A. Smith, stop, bro. Stop the bullshit, man. Stop the fucking bullshit. Stop talking out of your ass. Kawhi Leonard is not the worst superstar ever. Kawhi Leonard, he's a Hall of Fame player. He's a 2-time NBA champion. And he's one of the greatest two-way players in NBA history. He locked down LeBron James in 2014 when he was on the Miami Heat. When at that time, nobody could stop LeBron James. So put some fucking respect on Kawhi Leonard's name, you Mr. Potato Head face ass nigga. To anybody watching this video, man, thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video. As a matter of fact, share this on Twitter and at Stephen A. Smith so you can watch it. And Stephen A. Smith, if you got a problem with what I'm saying, invite me on your podcast or invite me on First Take. I'll destroy you in front of the world, bro. I will destroy you in this debate in front of the world. We don't even got to do it on First Take. Let's do it on the Stephen A. Smith show. Let's do it on there. We could do it on Zoom. However you want to do it, you let me know, nigga. You let me know, nigga. Because I'm tired of you talking out of your ass, bro.